Alright, so I'm back with another Temu haul, and I have a lot of stuff. I even have some stuff back here too. So you might want to grab a snack, we might be here a while. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to try is this electric lunchbox. Here, so you can heat up your lunch. See it, here's the box. I believe it was around $20. I will link everything below if you want to check it out. I'll show you. So it has a regular plug and then it has one for your car also. It's a little box there, and then the main part. Apparently you put a little water in here and then put your food in here. Put it in here, put the lid on, and plug it in. I think with everything I have here, the instruction, it comes with directions, but they're not very helpful. Let me just say that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some water, a little water in here, and I have some rice, and I'm just going to see if it'll heat it up. So yeah, so give me 1 second. Okay, so on the lid, so I'm going to put this on, plug it in, and when I'm finished with everything else, I'll see if the rice is warm. Alright, so I have it plugged in, and you can see that the light is on right there. Okay, now we wait. Alright, so behind me you might see these little succulents around. So I got 6 of these for like $5.50, I believe. So they feel very cheap, but I think they look cute. So, I mean, when they're sitting up here, I can't tell that, you know, this is just a plastic. But I think they're cute. I think they're cute. I would definitely recommend those. So if you want a Stanley but don't want to pay the price, this cup is pretty cute, and it was only like $10. So it has the straw and it turns, so you could use it, you know, you could drink out of it also. You wouldn't need a straw. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So anyway, it was like $10. Not bad at all, and it kept it cold. So next up is this little portable fan. It is silicone. So not super powerful, but you just need a little portable fan to cool you off. It does have there's the charger. Oh, there's the charger. You charge it there. So yeah, and it does come with a cable. So this was around $5. Not bad. So next up I have these coasters that are super cute, and what I found with Temu is it would be a great place for stocking stuffers. I'm thinking, I know it's only June, but I'm thinking ahead because they have some really cute and unique things. These are vinyl coasters. How cute are these? Let's see, so cute. They also have some that have has like a mini record player with it. So I don't know, they may actually work. I thought they were very cute. They were only $3.97, so there's a set of 6. So I tried to take most everything out of the packaging. I did not take these out of the package, but they're little hooks if you need more storage in your closet. Let me show you. So there's just these little hooks. They do work on these plastic ones, as you can see, but they definitely work better on the metal wire. Should I say wire hangers? What comes to mind when you hear wire hangers? I can never forget that movie. So if you need a little extra space in your closet, I think these would be great. Got 20 for like $1.48. So great deal, great deal. Okay, next up, I'm sure you've seen these. I love cleaning with these. I've used the name brands, I used off brands. They all work the same to me. Got 9 of these, 9 or 10 of these for $1.78. So much cheaper than the name brand, that's for sure. This little thing here, see, I will show you here. You have the gap in between your stove and your countertop, and you don't like all the crumbs getting in there. This will help it. Really not a fan of the way it looks, but it does come in different colors. So maybe I should have got a different color. It would have blended in a little bit better. I'm not sure about the price of this one, but I will link it below. All right, up next, this is another little cleaning item. You can see here, I think there's 30 of these. You can see, I'll show you here, if you have an issue like hard water or whatever, if you need to clean your shower head, these work very well. All right, up next, this is silly, but I thought it was fun. They're little shovel spoons. Look how cute those are. So cute. They come in gold and silver. Like I said, these would make a great like gag gift, or you know, somebody always shovels in their food. I think it would be funny. Or stocking stuffer. I think they were like 78 cents a piece, something like that. All right, next up is this cupcake. Oh, before I go any further, I got 30 of these for like 68 cents. So. All right, next up is this cupcake core. You can see here, a cupcake core, very simple. You just put it in the cupcake and twist. So if you want to fill it with icing or whatever, maybe candy would be fun, you could do that. So if you're into cake decorating, Temu has a ton of cake decorating supplies, and I wish they would have been around when I was doing a lot of decorating, because they have the disposable bags like super cheap, and I used to always save, you know, get a coupon at Joann's and go buy them then. So it would have been much cheaper for me to order them through Temu. But this is, if you're not familiar, if you're not really comfortable with a piping bag, this might come in handy. Comes with disposable bags, this little tool, couplers, and it comes with these 4 piping tips. So as you can see here, you can just, if you're not familiar with how to use it, you just cut the end of the bag, put in the coupler, and then put in your tip. And then it goes into the little tool that makes it easier to handle. If you're not familiar, if you're not comfortable with cake decorating, or you're just getting into it, or maybe you have arthritis, it might be easier for you to use. So I just filled the cupcakes that I cored and put icing on top. One thing I did make a mistake in the beginning, when I first did this, I put the bag through here, not realizing that this comes off, and then you could just put the bag there and then put this back on. So yeah, so the first time I did it, I was like, I wasn't thinking. It also comes with a little spoon. Cute. It was a 10-piece set with the bags and tips and couplers. It was only $2.48, so super cheap. All right, so up next is the pineapple corer and slicer. So I think I may have used one of these one other time. So it took me a minute, but once I got it figured out, I did pretty well, but I went down a little too far. I wasn't sure when I should stop, but it did work great. As you can see, got it. And see, I went too far, but that's okay. That's okay, it still worked. So yes, I would recommend this. And there's your slices. So I got this for $3. Totally worth it. Next up, this apple corer and slicer. I always had one of these as a kid growing up, but as an adult, I've never had one, and I'm not sure why. As you can see here, I was struggling a little bit. To be honest, I just don't think, you can see, you know, I finally do get it, but it took me a minute, and I had to cut off the tops and bottom to make it flat so I could get more pressure on it. So it did work. It took some effort. It just doesn't feel like these blades are very sharp, that's all. And I think it was like 98 cents. So next up is this little wooden tray. It has a little nick there, but I could just color it in with some a wood marker. It was $5. Not as nice as it was advertised, but you know, it's $5. But it would be cute if you just had like an entry table where you like to throw your keys and your wallet, phone, whatever. Or maybe even on, you know, a dresser where you keep your jewelry. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of uses for this. But just know it's not always exactly what's advertised. All right, next up is this little stand mixer pad. I have a KitchenAid mixer, so if you have a KitchenAid mixer, you know they're kind of heavy, so as you can see in the video, to move it around on the counter, sometimes it's hard. So this is to make it easier to move around, and it really is easier. Once I put this on there, I could slide it much easier. I don't use my mixer a lot, but if I used it all the time, I would definitely use this. All right, I'm having a hard time on my list finding all the prices, but I will put them up on the screen, or they will be in the description below. So yeah. Next, so much stuff. All right, up next is this hard-boiled egg slicer. As you can see here, you just stick the egg in. I had to hold it for a second and just to get it to stay, and then it was no problem. So I could slice them, and then if I turned it the other way, I could get it to slice again, and it worked very well for egg salad. So recommended, super cheap. I'll put it on the screen. So up next is this little garlic grater. Actually got 2 of them, I think for like $1.50, something like that. All right, so here it is. You can see I put it to work, and it works. Not great, but it works for the price. And if it's something if you don't use garlic a lot, and this would work fine. Right, up next, have these scissors to cut up herbs. You might, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you might remember a review of these. All right, as you can see here, I have some green onions. It's really all I had. So they're cutting through there, but then they have the little, not a brush, but whatever it is to get it out of the scissors. But I found if I did fewer, it worked better. So that's what I did there. But yeah. So they work as well as the other ones that I reviewed, from what I remember. I also got these little ones. I don't know if they came together. I don't remember ordering these, but these are cute baby ones. All right, next I have these little cleaning cloths. They're the fish scale. You may have seen these on social media. I do have some, other than these, of course, but I have some that I've used for a while. You can see here, cleaning my stovetop. They work very well. It seems these work very well on glass. On my stovetop, I guess it's a glass top. So, but anyway, it works well. It works well on drying dishes. Also, I've used the ones I've had for a long time. So yeah, recommend these. If you like to have a party and do some shots, you might like this. Honestly, it didn't work as well as I thought. As you can see here, you might think I'm pouring it in kind of weird, but this was like the 3rd or 4th time I tried it. This is just plastic, so it doesn't work. It was kind of bent when I got it, but it did work. Just not great, but it worked. I mean, if it's not something you're going to use like all the time, it's worth it. It was a few bucks. So I just had these cups on hand, but Temu does sell these if you're interested. So it works well. I would hate to put real glass in here, but so yeah. My rice over here is making some noise, so I need to check on that. Let's see if it's hot. It's got to be hot, right? It is hot. It is hot. So yes, the rice is hot. I believe it was around $20. I was thinking of other things you could use it for, because I guess if you want to take it to work and heat your lunch up, or I was thinking if you maybe camping to warm something up. I was also, if you were out on a boat maybe, then I was thinking you could also put like hot dogs in there. Get hot dogs, warm them up, and it would be great. So yeah, so that worked great. Like I said, it does come with this little container too. So yeah, so thumbs up for the electric lunchbox. All right, up next, this little spatula lid holder. So as you can see, it just keeps your countertop or your stove clean. You can rest your spoon or your spatula on here along with your lid for your pots. So yeah, so pretty cute. Folds flat, easy storage. So this next item, some of you may think it's pretty silly, but this is what sold me on it. I love shredded lettuce. I love like the thin shredded lettuce like at Arby's. So I thought, oh, I gotta try this. So here's me trying it. Me getting frustrated with it. Me deciding to use a knife instead that works better. No, it wasn't the best head of lettuce probably to be trying this with. But what I found is that it's just not very sharp is the problem. Kind of like, just like this wasn't very sharp. This wasn't very sharp either. So I kind of got frustrated with this thing. But I wanted it to work. It was 98 cents, but let's see. And this little gadget, I've seen this on social media a lot. It's for cleaning like cups, as you can see, in tumblers, things like that. So you can clean, you know, like inside, like hard to reach spots. So if you need to clean like the straw part or whatever, and this cleans around the edge. So that was super cheap too. Something else I got frustrated with was this little thing. It's supposed to be a juicer, but you're supposed to add water to it. It is rechargeable, but the thing is, it's like if you unscrew this, it's open. And then this is cute though. It's a little smiley face. I don't know if you can see that or not. There, little smiley face. Yeah, but then it has a strainer for the juice, but I got frustrated with it. I was trying to think of something you could use it for. If you have like I have some super greens I drink and they don't mix up very easily, so I think this would help mix those up. But as a juicer or making a smoothie, it's just not very big and not very powerful really. All right, so this is just to clean out some dryer lint. This connects to your vacuum, and then as you can see, you put it down the lint trap. I got frustrated for a minute because I didn't think it was working, but it was just some lint got trapped. So it did work. It did get a little bit of lint. So even though I did get a little frustrated, it did work. All right, so next up, if you have to get under things to clean, I've been wanting one of these to clean under my stove. As you can see here, I was a little nervous. I was like, how much dirt is under there? But not as much as I thought. So that was good. But yeah, so it is flimsy, but it gets under there, and you can remove this to clean it. Love that I got some dirt out from under there because, you know, you're not going to move your stove every time you want to clean. So anyway, I don't. Next up is this little iron mitt. Look at this. If you're using a steamer or an iron, all right, sometimes I hate ironing, hate it. I hate getting out the ironing board. So if I could just hang it, just hang it and then just put the iron, kind of like in between, like so, then put the iron, easy peasy. Because you might not always need to iron the whole item, just like parts of the shirt or whatever. So yeah, great idea, great idea. So up next I have this little rechargeable lighter to show you. See, you can see the lights up. Yeah, lights up. There, just like that. I have another one of these, and it seems to work the same. The charge lasts forever. I think I may have recharged mine once. I've had it a few years. So it depends if you want to say I could have done it that way. I could have done it like this, in case, if you have a hard candle to get to, or like a grill or something. Anyway, and then it comes with a little charger. All right, next up, oh, this. You can see here, very simple. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to figure out how to use it because it doesn't hold a full stick of butter, but it's great because I use butter a lot, especially in the mornings when I'm making my eggs, to put it in the pan. And I used to always keep it in a plastic bag, but this works much better, as you can see. And then you just twist it back down and put the cap on. So works great. And I got two of these. I'm not sure if I accidentally ordered two or it came in a pack of two. I'm not sure. But that works great. Another butter item I got was this little butter knife. When you have when you have real butter, it's hard to spread. Stop. So let's see, I haven't used this yet. So it is very thin, but it's supposed to be going through the holes. Maybe I'm not doing it right. But this side is like a knife, you can cut it. But I was hoping I could get it to, I mean, it's working, it's very thin. Maybe it doesn't go through the holes, I don't know, I thought it did. But it's still very thin, it would be easier than to try to cut a piece of the butter. So this is like skims it off the top. I got this little, I was really curious about the quality, like how good this would be, but this is just a little bath mat. And I think it was like a couple dollars, but it does feel like something you would get at the Dollar Tree. So depends on where you want to use it. It might be fine. All right, the next item is this. It is a, gotta get the stuff out of it first. Well, that's from the lunchbox. Okay, so I know you'd probably use this. Probably wouldn't use this if you had something stained. So I threw some mustard on this shirt, just to see if it would come out. It did not. And it was just an old shirt, and this was a white lie shirt my son wore to school. So anyway, as you can see here, I put water in the, once again, very few directions. So I had no idea how much water to put in, how much detergent to put in. I just put a little bit. See, make sure that's closed for the drain. Put in a little bit. Kind of mixed it up in there. Because again, really didn't know what I was doing. And it ran for like 10 minutes. But then I'm like, how's it gonna rinse? I was confused by this really. But I feel like it did get it clean. The water seemed a little dirty, I don't know. Maybe it was just the soap, but I guess if you were camping and needed to wash something, especially if you had like a baby, if you needed blankets or something like that, it's not going to hold much at all, as you could see. And it has this little basket with it that I think were for delicates, I think. But I don't know if because I just put a t-shirt in here, because I was trying to like spin it just to get some water out of it. Maybe if you had something lighter in there, it would stay on there, but I'll show you. So as you can see, it's just sit down in here, like a puzzle, but it would spin right off there. So I don't know. I think this was like $38. I think it could have some use for some people. I don't think it's something I would use in my life, but I could be wrong. Maybe I will one day. Oh, I could use that, so I'm going to use it. But just know you're not going to probably do more than a couple t-shirts or a towel or something like that. But I like how it collapses down so it doesn't take up a lot of space. Anyway, so, sitting right here in front of me that I forgot is this little food grater. You can see, show you the video here. I have reviewed something similar to this in the past. But yeah, but you can change out, I'm changing out the different blades here. I'm just trying some cheese because the other one I have, that's what I use it all. I only use it for cheese. It's easy to use. The blades are super easy to change. And it does have a, so you just screw the handle on the back. And then on the back it does have a suction. This is the issue that I had with it. Held good there, cheese in, and there you can see that it came loose right away. So that got to be a bit frustrating. It worked. It's just you can see the bottom here. So if you don't have it lined up perfectly, it's not going to suction. So that was the issue I had with it. And turning the cheese, it was a little wobbly. I don't know. I think it was $14.88. I'm on the fence about this one. I'm not sure. It did work. It was just it was a little frustrating when it kept coming loose, is all. But anyway, I think I got it all now. So like I mentioned, I'll put a list of everything below if you want to check out any of these items. Also a discount code if you're, I think it's for first time users only, if you want to check that out. So overall, I think there was more hits than misses on this haul. Also, I did get this sweater from Temu, which I do love, and I'm going to have a summer Temu clothes haul coming up probably next week, if you're interested to see how any of the clothes are. But I am loving this sweater. So if you've ordered off Temu, let me know what you think in the comments below. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.